Good morning and welcome to ASEAN Newsroom. Today is Thursday, April the 28th of 2011. You're with me, Onganan Amatayakun.
And I am Orawitang Misai.
And for today's news update, major political parties who are trying to gain political house seats in the upcoming election have unveiled their energy policies for Thailand, with Democrat and Pheu trying to take cautious position on nuclear energy. The ruling Democrat Party said any nuclear projects need to wide public acceptance to go ahead, and while the opposition Pheu Party said the project will be reconsidered in the future due to rising energy demand in Thailand. Thailand plans to build its first nuclear plant in 2020, but the schedule has already been postponed by another 3 years. And now let's watch our report on energy by our reporter Kun Patsurang.
On the ground of recent Fukushima nuclear plant incident and an upcoming national election, the talk was determined to showcase opinions and standpoints coming from different parties and organizations concerning the policy of nuclear power plants. In this respect, the interesting angles came from the two political parties running for the next election, Democrat Party and Pheu Party. Democratic Party was represented by Kun Anik Amaranan, a party list, who had a say on the energy policy roadmap, firstly emphasizing the overall national condition, whether the policy would both sustain economic growth and stimulate good governance among the people. If the energy from nuclear power plant was to promote economic sustainability, then the people should also be promoted in reserving, saving, and using effectively the energy. For example, promoting people to use public transportation or economical vehicles to live a simple and sustainable life.
What's your position on Thailand energy policy, especially on nuclear policy?
In Thailand, I think we already had a problem of public acceptance even before Japan incident.
Yes.
So I think it will be put on hold probably even longer than anticipated. But it doesn't mean that it's impossible or it's a bad thing, but I think that it has to have public acceptance to go ahead at all. The most important thing is how to conserve energy and use them efficiently, have high efficiency so that you don't have too much demand. Mm-hmm. But still there will be growing demand and you need to meet them somehow.
Yes.
For the Pheu Party representative, Kun Pichai Nariptapan, a party list, he had a different viewpoint on the same matter. He looked at the sustainability of energy and economic growth in the long term. The future innovations such as the land bridge connecting power and energy lines with other neighboring countries in ASEAN, with Thailand as a hub, are possible. He had a voice of promoting how Thailand could be self-dependent on the energy use. In addition to that, he stood for the nuclear power plants in a way that although now people are not comfortable with the project, the demand of electricity in the future will ascend to the point that the project must be reconsidered.
And if we vote for Pheu are you going for the nuclear project?
We will need to acknowledge people first and see, because we are a democratic country,
yes.
We need to know how people will think. But mostly, according to what we believe, like people think, oh yes, great, nuclear is great, but not in my backyard.
Okay.
That's the problem. So we need to select the press, educate people, and try to find the benefit for them. That if we set in that, what the benefit they're gonna have, and that will solve the problem, I think. Yeah.
All in all, it is better now to take actions to educate people, benefit the people, and solve the problem. Patsurang Desha Putharangsi, reporting for ASEAN Newsroom.